Hello, friends from across the nation and around the world. I'm Martin, and you are listening to Dad's Bedtime Stories. Tonight, we're going to be headed into a standalone episode, a bit of a baseball fantasy thing, because I got a suggestion from Miles to do a baseball planet, and I decided instead to just do a baseball fantasy episode, and hopefully Miles will like that just as much, and other people will too. Now, if you don't know this, I am Canadian, so this particular baseball one is going to take place in Toronto. But you, wherever you are still the main character, and I really hope you enjoy it. Aside from that, the biggest news I have for everyone is that I just launched another stories podcast called Dad's Anytime Stories. Now, the design of that one is for me to take some of my best Dad's Bedtime stories, particularly the ones I've turned into novels and that sort of thing, and read them on that podcast. So, if you really like the Cards of Power series, the very first Cards of Power novel about Carter is currently being read on Dad's Anytime Stories, which you can find anywhere you get your podcasts. And if I could ask for a huge favor from everyone, if you can subscribe to that, especially if you're interested, and do a rating and review, it would be really great to get that thing moving right out of the gate. And the more reviews and follows and that sort of thing it has, the better off it is. So please, if you can take a second to go over there right now and follow it, that would be amazing. And I believe you should already have the first 3 episodes uploaded there, chapters 1, 2, and 3 from Cards of Power. Chapter 4 is coming on Wednesday, and then I'll be releasing a new chapter every Monday and Wednesday until we're done all 17 chapters of Cards of Power, at which point I'll go on to the next book, which will be Wizardcraft 2.0. But now, I should probably get on with this podcast. Close your eyes, get as comfy as you can in that bed, and imagine yourself doing what the kid in the story does. Imagine yourself hanging out in your very own home when a phone call comes in. It's for you, your parent says, handing you their phone. Hello? You say. A cheerful voice answers at once. Good afternoon. Am I speaking to the grand prize winner of the Canadian Baseball Experience Contest? You sit up straighter. Wait, what? The voice laughs. That's a yes, then. Congratulations. You've won a private trip to Toronto for the grand opening of the brand new Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame at the Rogers Centre. You blink a few times. Are you serious? You say. Very serious, the man says. My name is Mr. Donnelly. I represent Major League Baseball special events, and I will be arriving personally to escort you. Escort me? Yes, he says, in style. You're still trying to figure out what that means when, a few minutes later, you hear something thumping outside. You run to the window. A helicopter is lowering towards a nearby field. Your mouth falls open. No one in your neighborhood has ever had a helicopter arrive for them before. As far as you know, it's not really a normal thing. The helicopter settles onto the grass with a dramatic swirl of wind. A man in a sharp jacket steps out holding a paper coffee cup and wearing sunglasses. He smiles. You, he says, pointing at you with a grin. You must be my all-star. Are you really here for me? You ask as you walk up towards the helicopter. I would never bring a helicopter for anyone else today. You stare at the aircraft. This is amazing. It gets better, he says. Come on, Toronto awaits. A few minutes later, you're strapped into the seat beside him as the helicopter lifts off into the air. The ground falls away beneath you. Your stomach flips, but not in the bad way, and in a sort of awesome way. You look down at the roads, the trees, the houses, shrinking smaller and smaller. Cars look like toys below you. Rivers turn into little ribbons. The whole world suddenly seems bigger and, smaller at the same time. Mr. Donnelly sips his coffee as if flying over Ontario in a helicopter is the most normal thing in the world. You ever flown in one of these before? He asks. No. He nods. Excellent. First helicopter rides should be memorable. It already is, you reply. You're about to visit the greatest baseball museum in Canada. I didn't even know there was one inside the Rogers Center, you say. He lowers his sunglasses just enough to look at you over the top of them. Very few people do. Today is a preview opening. Very exclusive. Exclusive how, you ask? You won the contest, he says. That makes you one of the lucky ones. You grin and look back out the window as the helicopter races onward. Soon, the skyline of Toronto rises ahead of you. Tall towers, glittering windows, busy streets, and beyond it all, the unmistakable shape of the Rogers Center, formerly known as the Sky Dome. There it is, says Mr. Donnelly. You press closer to the glass. From above, the stadium looks enormous. As the helicopter circles lower, you feel like you're arriving for the biggest moment of your life. You land on a private area near the stadium, and a small group of staff greet you. Everything moves quickly after that. Doors open, hallways pass by, security waves you through, elevators hum upwards and then downwards again. And finally, Mr. Donnelly spreads his arms dramatically. Welcome, he says, to the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame experience. You step through the doors and stop. The place is incredible. There are giant glowing displays showing famous baseball moments. Glass cases hold bats, gloves, jerseys, balls, helmets, and trophies. Screens play clips of impossible catches, towering home runs, stolen bases, and crowd eruptions. One wall is covered in signatures. Another shows a timeline of baseball in Canada. You walk slowly, trying to take it all in. Whoa, you whisper. Mr. Donnelly smiles proudly. That is the correct reaction. He leads you from exhibit to exhibit. At the velocity cage, you stand on a marked spot and watch a screen simulate blazing pitches from famous players. At the wall of gloves, you see old worn mitts that look as if they still remember the shape of the hands that used them. At the bat vault, there are legendary bats resting under glass. Did someone really hit a home run with that one? You ask. Oh, yes, says Mr. Donnelly. More than one, actually. You move on to an audio chamber where famous calls echo around the room. Back goes the outfielder. The pitch. It's gone. Mr. Donnelly checks his watch. Well, he says, that was the public tour. You turn to him. Public? He glances left and right. lowers his voice and says, "Now for the part almost no one knows about." He leads you down a quieter hallway. The lights here are dimmer, the walls are smooth and silver. At the end stands a heavy-looking door with a security scanner beside it. Mr. Donnelly takes one more sip of coffee, balances the cup in one hand, and places the other on the scanner. The door slides open. Inside, the room glows blue. You step in and immediately stop. The walls are lined with tall glass cylinders filled with some sort of softly lit liquid. Wires and cables run from them into a huge central machine covered in screens, flickering symbols and glowing tubes. You stare, and then you stare harder, and then you point. Are those brains? Mr. Donnelly clears his throat. We prefer not to get too bogged down in the details. You keep staring. That definitely looks like a room full of brains. He nods once. Yes, all right, fine. It is a room full of brains. What? You say. The greatest baseball minds ever archived into a supercomputer, he says proudly. Past legends, modern stars, strategic geniuses, pitchers, hitters, fielders. We call it the Cognitive Legacy Archive. You slowly look around the room again. That is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Baseball, says Mr. Donnelly, is a game of innovation. To demonstrate, he says, tapping a control panel, let us call up one of the all-time greats. A holographic figure forms above the central console, big, confident, grinning. You recognize him at once from old photos and highlights. Babe Ruth, you say. The figure taps his cap. That's right, kid. You jump a little. He's not just recording, he talks like a real person. You play ball? Babe Ruth asks. A little. A little's enough to start, he says. You keep your eye on the ball, swing hard, and don't let anybody tell you you can't. You grin. Did that work for you? He laughs. Most of the time. Mr. Donnelly beams and takes another sip of his coffee. This, he says, is the future of baseball education. And that is when everything goes wrong. He turns a bit too fast. His elbow bumps a panel, his coffee slips. No. The cup falls. It hits the edge of the console and explodes in a splash of hot coffee across the controls. The machine sparks instantly. Lights flash red, an alarm blares, Babe Ruth vanishes. Oh dear, says Mr. Donnelly. The central supercomputer crackles with wild electricity. A bolt of blue-white energy shoots outward, right at you. You barely have time to gasp before it blasts into you like a lightning strike, only it doesn't hurt. Suddenly, you simply find yourself not standing in the room anymore. You're standing on a mound, then at a plate, then sprinting for a second, then diving for a line drive, then crouched behind the catcher's mask, then firing a ball from deep in the outfield. You feel the grip of a four-seam fastball, the snap of a curveball, the sharp cut of a slider, the late drop of a splitter, the strange floating wobble of a knuckleball. You feel hundreds of swings, thousands. The timing, the balance, the power, the crowd noise, the pressure, the focus. baseball memories flood through your mind from every direction at once. But not just memories, muscles, instincts, reflexes. It feels as though you've had years and years of practice instantly downloaded into your brain, into your arms, your legs, your hand, your eyes. When you open your eyes again, bright lights are shining above you. A face leans over yours and then another. Can you hear me? Someone asks. You blink. Yeah? Do you know your name? You tell them your name. Do you know where you are? In the baseball brain room, you mumble. There's a short silence, and then one of the medics says, All right, good, I think he's oriented. Another one shines a light in your eye. Any dizziness, nausea, double vision? You sit up slowly. Mr. Donnelly's standing nearby, looking horrified and embarrassed and, well, kind of worried about a lawsuit all at the same time. I am so sorry, he says. This is not how the tour is usually meant to go. You mean the whole electrocution part? You ask. He winces. Yes, exactly that. You move your arms, then your legs, then your fingers. Strangely, you feel fine. Actually, you kind of feel more than fine. Your body feels loose and sharp and ready, as if every joint knows exactly what to do before you even think about it. The doctor checks a tablet. Vitals are stable. Pupils look fine. No obvious sign of injury. No obvious signs? Says Mr. Donnelly. Trying to help you out here, the doctor says. How do you feel? One of the medics asks. I feel normal, you say. Then you pause, but also sort of not normal? How not normal? Asks the doctor. You hesitate. It's hard to explain. Mr. Donnelly leaves in nervously. Please say it in a way that will not ruin my career. You close your eyes for a second. In your mind, you can suddenly feel the memories from, well, the baseball machine. The throws, the hits, the catches. You open your eyes again. I think I know a lot more about baseball than I used to. Mr. Donnelly exhales. That is somehow the best possible answer. The medics help you to your feet. You should probably rest, the doctor says. And probably avoid any more, experimental supercomputers today? The other one asks. Yes, says Mr. Donnelly. Absolutely no more brain rooms. He then straightens his jacket and forces a cheerful smile. Well, he says, clapping his hands once, to make up for this very unusual incident, I think we should probably upgrade the rest of your day. How? You ask. He grins. How would you like to see the Blue Jays on the field? Your eyes widen. Really? Batting practice, he says. Private access. You forget all about the medics instantly. A few minutes later, you're walking through a tunnel toward the field at the Rogers Center. The sound reaches you first. Thwack, thump, shouts, laughter. The hum of a stadium getting ready for a game. Then, you step out and see it. The field stretches out in front of you, bright green and perfect. The seats rise high all around you. Giant screens glow overhead. Players move across the grass like the people from your baseball cards have suddenly stepped into real life. You stop walking. "Whoa," you whisper. Mr. Donnelly smiles. "That," he says, "is also the correct reaction." A ball cracks off a bat and sails high across the stadium. Another one follows. You can smell the grass and dirt. You can hear gloves popping and cleats scraping and coaches calling out instructions. For a moment, you just stare. "This is amazing," you say. "It is so amazing that you probably don't feel any need to sue me or anything," Mr. Donnelly adds. You just stare at him. And that's when someone on the field takes a huge swing. The ball rockets foul, straight toward the tunnel, straight toward your head. Mr. Donnelly yelps and ducks. You, on the other hand, do not duck. You don't even think twice. Your hand snaps up by itself, and smack. With a bit of a sting, the ball lands perfectly in your gloveless hand. Everything goes still. A nearby coach stares at you. A player near the dugout stares at you. Mr. Donnelly slowly lifts his head. "You caught that?" You look down at the ball in your hand. "Yeah," you say, though honestly, it surprised me too. Someone from the field cups his hands around his mouth. "Hey, throw it back!" You nod. Without really trying, you take one step, turn, and fire the ball. It leaves your hand with a sharp hiss. The catcher by the batting cage barely gets his glove up in time. Crack! The ball slams into his mitt. Several heads turn at once. A man holding a radar gun looks down at it and then back up and then down again. What? He says. Another coach jogs over. The man with the radar gun turns the screen around. 115 mph. There's a moment of total silence, then everyone starts talking at once. "No way, that has to be wrong." "Do it again." Mr. Donnelly points at the radar gun. "Is that number good?" he asks. A coach slowly turns around. "Good." He looks at you. "Kid," he says, "throw another one, just for fun." Someone tosses you a baseball. The instant it lands in your hand, everything feels simple, natural, easy. You step forward and throw again. Crack! The mitt snaps back, the radar gun flashes. 114 mph. Players begin drifting closer. Another coach says, "Try something else." So, you do. You throw the ball again, and again, and again. Each time it fires off with incredible speed, and each time you try a different kind of pitch. A breaking ball, a slider, a curveball, a changeup, a cutter, a splitter, a sweeper. You can throw every single one without, any hesitation at all. The catcher pulls off his mask and shakes his glove hand a little bit as if it's, kinda sore. Mr. Donnelly whispers, "I may faint." One of the coaches folds his arms. "All right then, kid. Well, can you bat too?" He hands you a helmet and a bat. The moment your fingers close around it, another flood of memories runs through you. Stance, timing, hip turn, balance, hand speed, tracking, spin. You step into the batting cage. The pitcher behind the screen tosses you the first pitch. Pretty easily to start off. You swing the bat, and crack! The ball flies deep. way deep. It smashes into seats far beyond the outfield wall. Everyone on the field freezes. The next pitch comes. Another swing, another blast. The third pitch is outside. You still drive it the other way and send it soaring. One player laughs out loud. What is happening here? Another says, this kid is not normal. Mr. Donnelly raises one finger. Technically, I feel I should say that I agree. Pitch after pitch comes in. Fastball, home run. Curveball, home run. Changeup, home run. You are barely even trying. Finally, the Blue Jays coach walks over. He's been watching the whole time, and he looks at you and then Mr. Donnelly. How old are you? He asks, and you tell him. The coach rubs his chin. He gestures to an assistant. Get me the rule book, he says. The rule book, sir? Asks the assistant. The full one. A few minutes later, 3 adults are standing around with a tablet, scrolling furiously. You can hear bits of the conversation. No minimum age? That can't be right. Check again. I am checking. Afterward, the coach walks over. Kid, he says, how would you feel about joining us for tonight's game? You blink. What? You mean like I can watch from the dugout? Well, not helping. I was thinking you could play. You've never played before, so the most I could offer you for the season is probably, $1 million, if that'll do. $1 million? $1 million? You repeat. Yeah, I know it's not a lot in baseball terms, but, if you can throw and hit like that, you're worth way more. That's a lot, you say. You quickly call your parents, of course, who contact a lawyer, go through all of the paperwork, and eventually agree to allow you to play, as long as you wear a helmet, of course. They weren't convinced at first, but the whole $1 million thing probably, put them over the line. Before you know it, you're given a jersey with your name on the back. You're shown the clubhouse. You shake hands with players who keep glancing with you as if they can't really believe that they've just hired, you. Then, because the team wants you well rested for the game, you're taken to a hotel. Your room is incredible. There's a huge bed, a giant window overlooking the city, snacks on the table, a fresh Blue Jays uniform hanging neatly near the closet, cleats below it in your size, a glove on the dresser, a note that says, "Welcome to the team." You walk to the window and look out on Toronto. You eat some snacks, watch some TV, and before you know it, it's nighttime. The Rogers Center is packed. The lights are bright, the music's loud, and there's a huge crowd watching. You walk out into the dugout wearing your brand new uniform, and you try to act calm even though you're not calm. You're definitely not calm. Tonight's game is against the Dodgers. Every hit gets a roar. Every close call gets people on their feet. And every time the Blue Jays come close to a rally, the whole stadium shakes with noise. You hold your glove tighter. One of the pitchers beside you smiles. First game, he says. You nod. He laughs. Yeah, kinda figured. At first, the coach keeps you on the bench. You watch innings pass. You watch the pitchers work. You watch the batters bat. You watch the scoreboard, and slowly the game starts slipping away. By the final inning, the Blue Jays are down by 3. The crowd is still loud, but now there's a worry in it too. The coach stands at the dugout rail thinking, and then he turns to you. "Kid," he says, "get loose." Your whole body goes electric. "Me?" "You," he says. He hands you a ball and pushes you out onto the field. It's showtime. The stadium announcer says your name. There's a strange pause as the crowd begins to react. At first, confusion, and then surprise, and then amazement because, well, someone who doesn't look old enough to be playing for the Blue Jays is marching out of the dugout and headed straight for the mound. The noise swells and swells until it becomes a huge, rolling roar. People are standing, pointing, cheering, shouting. Phones are up everywhere. You climb to the mound and look around. The whole stadium seems to spin for a second, and then you feel the ball in your hand and everything steadies. The catcher gives you the sign. You nod. The batter steps in, looking almost amused. You set your feet, take a breath, and throw. The pitch explodes across the plate. The batter doesn't even move. "Strike one!" The crowd erupts. The batter steps back, startled now. He'd assumed this whole thing was just a publicity stunt, but after seeing that pitch, he decides to take things seriously. He adjusts his gloves and stares at you. You throw again, this time a slider. It starts middle and cuts away so hard the batter swings at empty air. "Strike two!" Now, the whole stadium is alive. You hear your name rolling through the seats. The batter looks nervous, and so do the next two. Fastball, curveball, cutter, splitter. You strike out the first batter, then the second, then the third. 3 up, 3 down. The crowd screams as you make your way off of the field and back over to the dugout. "Great work," the coach says. "Now it's time to see if you can bat too." It's the bottom of the 9th, the last chance. The Jays come out fighting. Single, a walk, another single. The crowd starts building again. And now, the bases are loaded. But there's already 2 outs. The dugout is tense, the stadium's tense, everyone's standing, and the coach looks down the bench. "You're up," he says, handing you a bat. For a second, your brain goes completely blank. Then, your legs carry you toward the plate. The crowd is making a sound you've never heard before. Part cheer, part disbelief, part pure hope. You step into the batter's box. The pitcher stares at you. He looks almost annoyed about the whole thing. Probably because he just got struck out by a child-sized pitcher and is now being asked to face the same child-sized problem at the plate. The catcher gives the sign, the pitcher winds up, and the first pitch comes in fast. Too fast. You freeze. It zips right past. "Strike one!" The crowd groans. You step back and swallow. "Okay," you whisper. "All right." You step in again. The second pitch comes, you hesitate, and again, "Strike two." The huge groan rolls through the stadium, and the pitcher smirks. The catcher tosses the ball back. You grip the bat tighter. You close your eyes for a second, just one, and you breathe. You think about the field, the ball, the moment. And when you open your eyes again, everything changes. The noise fades back. Not gone, but it sort of feels further away. The pitcher lifts the ball. You can see the seams. You can see the angle of his wrist. You can feel the timing before he even starts moving. He throws, and suddenly, the ball seems to travel in slow motion. You watch it the whole way in. You step, turn, swing, and crack. The sound is enormous. The kind of sound that tells everyone instantly that the ball is gone. It shoots off your bat like a rocket. The left fielder turns and runs back and then stops. The center fielder stops too. The crowd lifts in one giant wave as the ball climbs higher and higher and then disappears into the stands. For half a second, nobody can believe it, and then the entire stadium explodes. Grand slam. You drop the bat and run. First base, second, third, home. Your teammates are already waiting at the plate, jumping, shouting, laughing. The second your foot touches home, they mob you. Helmets fly, gloves fly, people are yelling your name. Somebody lifts you up off of the ground, and somebody else does too. You're raised over a pile of cheering Blue Jays, and while the stadium roars around you, the whole thing is surreal. After interviews and cheers and a celebration that doesn't even feel real, you return to your hotel room. Still in a bit of a daze, you put on your pajamas and lay down in the bed. The bed is very, very soft and very, very comfortable. You pull the covers up to your chin. You close your eyes, and with each breath, you allow your body to sink down deeper and deeper into the mattress. And as you breathe, your mind begins to wander off to thoughts of new dreams, new games, and new adventures to come. Good night, everyone.